How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Pete's Carport, and in front of me is my 1995 Mercedes S500 W140 that we call Dr. Dre. And on the last episode, we went ahead and modified the exhaust. Basically out of necessity because my cats were clogged. So I went ahead and removed my secondary cats and also the resonator, because if you're like me, you love exhaust sounds. I wanted to check out what that would sound like because I haven't heard that combination. And in all honesty, it sounded pretty good, just not loud enough for me. So now we're gonna go ahead and take it a step further, do something that most of you guys will not do because it's gonna involve cutting open the stock muffler. I've done this before, I did it on my W220. Absolutely love the sound, so I'm kind of excited to see what this one's going to sound like. But keep in mind, if you do this at home, you've got to have a way of patching up the muffler, most likely through welding. But if you're like me, you're probably going to change the muffler out anyways. I just want to hear what it's going to sound like, so we're just going to patch it up, maybe with some JB Weld. I'm not sure. We'll go down to the auto parts store and see what they have, but let's get cutting into this and see what it sounds like. All right, guys, time for a fill-in. So originally I was just gonna cut a little hole here, start pulling out some of the stuffing, what I could reach, and then go ahead and push it back up in there, maybe JB Weld or muffler patch it for the time being. But I decided to start cutting further back. I'm gonna pull this whole thing down. I might even cut off this whole bottom since the car is so low you can't see this. And I already started the car and it sounds pretty good. So I wanna see if I can get a lot of this stuffing out, see how loud this is gonna be. Like I said, I'm probably just gonna throw a muffler on here unless this thing sounds really good this way. Then I'm gonna stick with this mod. So let's keep going. Let's pull all this stuff out and see what we end up doing. Also, I'm definitely gonna be starting it up for you guys. Let's start it now, actually, to see how it sounds. So guys, I went ahead and bought a muffler repair kit. Thought it would work at least temporarily, but it didn't really hold up, so I pulled most of that off. Now in the kit was a strap set, and I was able to self-tap in a lot of spots on the muffler and got it up in there, so at least it looks a little bit better and you don't really see it even from a distance. So I'm gonna go ahead and run with it because it sounds really good. Now here's the good news. I have a parts car over there with a perfect muffler. My goal is to cut that thing out and then cut it along the seam, pull out all the stuffing I want, bring it to a shop, have them re-weld that back together, and then weld that part back up in there so it looks stock. Then we're gonna go ahead and modify some pipes coming out of here, probably some chrome pipes angled out. I've got some ideas. I've seen what I really want. But without further ado, let's go ahead and listen to it, because the way that it is right now, which I'll get under there and show you, it looks terrible when you get down here, but ironically, it sounds really, really good. It sounds deep, it sounds growly, exactly what I was hoping for. So let's go ahead and listen to it. So guys, honestly, I planned on ending the video here and doing a few more parts to this, but ran down and got a Sawzall. Let's chop this entire muffler off. Why not? We're gonna be putting the other one on anyways. Who knows? Maybe it'll even sound better. Let's get to cutting. Let's see what it sounds like. Mainly straight piped with just the primary cats. Didn't expect it just to fall out. I thought the hangers would hold it. So guys, obviously I wasn't gonna keep that straight pipe sound permanently. And in fact, I had to change it out right away. It was so loud, even though it sounded insane, it was just too loud to even drive around town. It would give me a headache in just a matter of minutes. So I went down to the muffler shop and tried out a few different mufflers. And I'm gonna tell you, I found what I think is the perfect sound for this car. And I'm gonna show you guys in just a second here. But I am so happy I was able to break this video down, show you a few different sounds you can get out of this car. And I think this final one is gonna be one that you guys are gonna wanna do too. So let me show you what I did. I went down and had them put in a quite small muffler, but it is a Magna Flow muffler. It's pretty straight through, so the tone is still gonna be quite loud, but it gives it more of a growl type sound to it, exactly what I was hoping to get. And what I had them do is just weld on some straight pipes here, because I'm gonna plan out some sort of exhaust tips on this car. But for now, I just wanted to have something that came out a little bit so I could play around with adding a couple different types of tips on there. So in an upcoming video, we'll do some drive-bys, some more revs, talk about the complete system that's in there, and probably go ahead and put some tips on here and play around with that. But for now, I'm gonna end this video showing you guys some revs I did earlier. We unfortunately have another hurricane coming through. It won't be nearly as bad as the last one, but I don't have time to go ahead and record any of this stuff because it's about to come down. So with that said, I'm gonna end the video on some revs. You guys enjoy and let me know what you think.